Put your arms around it. This is the next dynasty.
Clippers are rough riders, man. And I still held on to the Lakers, because LeBron James, my MVP candidate, go show up. The 2 games he didn't show up was what, Max?
Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
That's why the Clippers are my choice to make it to the NBA Finals out of the West.
This will be the Clippers in pretty short work, 5 games.
In short work?
Yeah.
If he would have stayed in Toronto, hold up. Toronto right now is second in the East, brother. How would they be with Kawhi Leonard and they don't lose anything? They keep the team and add Kawhi. They'd be favored. He went to the Clippers. They're favored. Hold up. I sat here before the year started when Kawhi Leonard, the best player in basketball, like the freak towers above the league. LeBron's doing amazing things, but when the games matter, Kawhi has their hearts, all of them. He snatches it. He stops them on defense. He scores on them on offense, and his team wins. I told you, wherever Kawhi goes, they win the chip.
So there's no hiding when it comes to the Clippers offense because they're dogs. They play defense, and then you can have a Reggie Jackson, someone drop a 30-point game. You can have a Morris twin drop a 30-point game. You can have a Montrezl Harrell and a Lou Williams drop a 30-point game. Can you give me any names off the Lakers outside of Kuzma? Apart from their 2 stars that can give you that 30-point game in the playoffs. So that's why I just think the Clippers have too much depth, too much flexibility, to your point earlier, and guys that have been in big game situations and guys that have won. So, I mean, the Lakers have that too, but as far as a scoring defensive punch, they have it on both sides, and that's why I think on top of having Doc Rivers and Ty Lue, why they're going to be the champions of the season.
Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Lou Williams, Montrezl Harrell, and Doc Rivers, Damon Woody, will keep LeBron from winning in L.A. this year. I know that for a fact.
Max. I was so disappointed they let Marcus Morris land with the Clippers. Let me tell you something right now. All year long, the Clippers have privately said this, and you know I've told you this off the air, Max, on numerous occasions. The Clippers have said, Stephen A., we got 5 dogs. I don't know if they got 1. That's what they said about the Lakers.
I think the Clippers are a better team.
I had to choose. I'll go with the Clippers and Bucks for the championship, and I'll go with the Clippers. They're just so deep. They haven't had their whole team together at once for a long time period yet, but their talent is just undeniable. You've got Paul George and Kawhi Leonard at the wings, arguably top 3 guys, top 4 at the wing position on one team.
They have the best player, Kawhi, maybe the best duo, and 3 through 12, not a GM in the league would argue. Clippers have the best 3 through 12 roster.
And so when you got it like that, plus you can shoot the 3, plus you add it to the Clippers, and the Lakers did nothing before the trading deadline. I held out hope, Max, that they were going to at least get Collison. Because obviously when LeBron James is in the game, the offense is elite because the pick and roll, he's a threat with the ball, and Vogel runs his offense. But without LeBron James on the floor, they have no guard to run their offense in pick and roll situations with Anthony Davis. How am I supposed to believe in them now?
All right, Jalen, are we going to see the Clippers in the NBA Finals or what?
Yes, you are. So get ready for it. Here's the thing. They have all of the ingredients.
The same confidence that I had, Max, is gone.
So wait, I want to get this. I want you on the record. Are you on their bandwagon or off? You picked the Lakers to start the year. You still picking them?
I plead the fifth.
Oh.
Which team in L.A. Would you think, Draymond, based on your experience, is the better bunch?
I have a hard time picking against the Clippers.
Who do you think's going to win the West this year?
The Clippers.
Kawhi's going to win in the end because he's the best player in basketball.